Okay, we are reviewing the game Spurpunk Tower Defense. Um, to start off the game, I played the game till level 10, as you can see. Didn't go beyond that, but yes, I did play till level 10, and here are my findings. Firstly, starting off with the home screen, there isn't any settings button to mute off the sound, so I had to go into a level, pause it, click on the settings, and there it shows. um, there should be a settings where you can actually uh, mute the sound, uh, be it the game volume or the music volume. Next, oops next I'll say is the level 1 starts on the right bottom corner, as you can see here, but usually the eyes goes towards the left, the one always left to right reading. It would have been better, in my opinion, to have the levels ordered from the left. So 1 2 3 from starting from the left and then going spiral all the way till 10 and then going to the next menu. Okay, but it's a design choice. I would prefer the level starting from the left hand side, because the I'm just like going forth with the usual eye movement. Next, let's go inside level 1. Okay, pause this for a moment. Maps look simple. There was a lot of text coming, which is I think it's still fine for this kind of games where you need to learn, but I will enjoy an option of not getting text. Let me explore, let me click around. But yeah, it's just my opinion, but this opinion basically differs from person to person. Starting off, the icon, which is the on the top left, let me pause it. On the top left, you can see besides the heart icon, the 100 metal thing. The metal thing didn't tell me that it was used for building the defense towers, the gun tower or the poison tower. um, I think that icon can be changed with a coin or some sort of a money thing. That should be the case. Secondly, this thunder button on the bottom right corner, I think that can be removed from when the tutorial is going on, because you still don't have enough money or the coins haven't been collected or the diamonds for the player to buy the power-ups in the store, the game store. Later on, when the player obviously comes back to this level, he can always buy it. But I think for the tutorial, until and unless the power up is shown, and I think that was around level 2 or 3, it shouldn't be shown. My perspective. Okay. Next, the speed of the play thing. This works fine, good. Pause it again. Let me just start replay. You can tap it, click on it to build the tower. Animations good. The scenery is good. Typical countryside thing. Countryside scene. And what's next? The shooting of the tower on the let me just, so that I don't lose. The shooting of the zombie is a bit slow, and that is to be expected. Um, Rest, I think level 1 was fine for me. The metal collection on the zombie getting killed is less. What I mean to say is basically, let me replay. Okay, let's go to the second level. But what I mean to say is basically, whenever you kill a zombie, the amount of metal that the player earns is less. I feel it's less, because in the further levels, like the higher levels, there was a time when I was playing, I felt that I didn't had any coins to build a tower for my defense. I couldn't use power ups, I couldn't use spells, and yeah, that's all. Okay, next for the game sound. The game sound felt loud even though I decreased the volume by a lot. Um, Maybe there might be some settings in the on the source code side from which you can maybe like decrease the volume a bit. Okay, then on the spells, the bombard there was a spell. I think it was level 5 where they introduced the bombarding thing, uh, basically the spell. And let me pause here for a moment. So the bombarding destroyed everything on the map. When you drag the bombarding thing, like maybe like you can see how I'm dragging it, it should drop only in that location, but it's literally is going all the way from left to right, as you can see. um, I don't know if that's a feature or this is how it's supposed to be, but um, if you want something to go across the screen from left to right, maybe we can highlight it from left to right. Okay. um, Next is, I think there was a feature where you can destroy the building. This building, rather than destroying the building, why not give it a faster process of maybe destroying it faster? I learned it like after a while that you have to tap the building to destroy the building, and then you have to tap it back again to the zombie to destroy that zombie. Okay. In the in the spell, as you can see, I bought 3 kind of spell from the store. The what's it called? The freeze one. It has a lot of cooldown. The cooldown for this free spell is too much. I think it should be much less. Next, going on with level 6. How do I come back? Okay, what did I find in level 6? For level 6, I played it and I find that the initial coins supplied are too low. It focuses more on destroying the buildings rather than on the zombie. Before, I knew that you have to tap on the building to destroy the building, and then you have to tap on zombie to destroy the zombie. But it hasn't been told explicitly. Again, good thing that there's an option for the player to explore, but I was like literally confused like what I'm doing when the tutorial for destroying the building came. Next, next, as I suggested earlier, let the player destroy the building by tapping on it or selling it, giving the money in return. And then, in the levels where there are buildings or which you can destroy, let there be a time frame before the zombie can actually start running from the start to the destination point. Because I feel the bullets, once the zombie starts running from the starting location, the bullet focuses can only focus on one thing, either it's zombie or either it's a building. And for that, you have to focus on the zombie or else you lose health. I understand destroying the building will get you another space where you can build another tower for defense. But still, I think there should be a time frame given before the zombies come where you can destroy the building. Okay. Next, level 7. Level 7, the things I found here is basically the time not given to destroy the gold mine, which is actually very important for us to get more coins / the iron to build more tower defenses. Here I noticed that the free spell being used can only freeze one zombie. Why? Like if you're giving it if you're placing that the spell on the ground, let it cast the spell for maybe a second or 2 seconds. If it has a long cooldown, and let all the zombie touching that spell freeze for maybe like 2 seconds, not just freezing just one zombie. Next thing I found on this level was, since the level was getting difficult and difficult, is that I couldn't buy any power-ups mid-game or before the level starts. This is maybe an addition that you guys can do, is before the zombie starts to come, have a screen showing 3, 2, 1 start, or like you have this much timer left before the zombies start coming out of the gate. And that's an indication for the player, okay, you have to like move fast, think fast, move fast, build your towers and yeah, whatnot. And then, oh yeah, next thing I found here is all the types of zombies, because I think till this level there were like 2 or 3 types of zombies that were coming in. All those types of zombies, like you have the sprint, like the running zombies, you have some normal zombies, and then the ones with the red zombie, which once get kills gets converted to the normal zombies. All those zombies deal the same amount of power to the same amount of damage to the final tower, which is -1 in health. I think there should be a priority on how much damage the zombie is dealing on the final tower. Like if the zombie is powerful, it should deal more damage. Having equal damage across all the zombies didn't make sense to me, and that's my suggestion. Okay. Next, level 8. Let's see. Level 8. Oh yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. See. I think this is a bug and this needs to be fixed. Let's say I want to build the tower on this particular area. I can't select this one, the bottom 2. Okay, the bottom left I could select, but the bottom right I couldn't select. Let me sell it. The bottom right it's pretty bad to select there. Maybe what we can do is provide this a bit up, or maybe provide the what it's called, the spell screen on the left or on the right as a from top to bottom, something like that. This bug is actually needs to be solved. The power-ups are working well and good. This bug I think needs to be resolved. Okay, what's next? Level 10. I know that this is basically the main level where you pass through to the next set of levels, but it did require me to buy spells. I think it was on the no, it wasn't in the shop. Sorry, I had to buy spells from the shop only. And I also noticed that the guidebook shows not from level 1. It shows I forgot I think it shows around level 5. The guidebook showed around level 5. From level 1 to 4 there were different kind of zombies that were coming, but the home screen didn't show the guidebook. So I think that this can be improved. As soon as you try to introduce a new zombie into the game, we can have the guidebook shown from that particular level. I think the new zombies were coming from level 2, but the guide came in level 5, which can be improved upon. I think these are my reviews on the game. Overall, it's a good game. There are games like this where you build towers and defend yourselves. The idea given with the zombies with a countryside background looks good. Animation wise is smooth. I do agree a lot of thought has been given into the game, how the game will be played around, but there are some bugs which need to be addressed, especially the one which was at level 8, where you can't basically select the bottom, or it's like difficult to select the bottom 2 kind of towers. I think this is the poison one, and this is the thing. I can't select it. I think these needs to be improved. With that, great job guys building the game, and hope to see some improvements. Thank you.